Hey everyone, I'm so excited to have you on the call tonight, and we have some very special guests. And Lori, who is my sponsor, and her daughter Amber, who is her sponsor, are going to be sharing with us. And they are your guys' diamond upline. Both of them are diamonds, and Amber is the youngest diamond in Plexus. And I am so excited to hear everything they have to share with us. And Lori messaged me 2 years ago about Plexus, and I hadn't talked to her for a while. I hadn't even seen her for a couple of years. She just messaged me out of the blue and introduced me to Plexus, and I'm so glad that she did that. So they're going to share with us now. If you guys want to unmute yourselves, I will mute myself, and can't wait to hear what you have to say.
Thank you, Fallon. It's so exciting to be doing a call for your team. So let me just take a minute and tell you guys, I think you guys know how proud I am of Fallon because I talk about that all the time. And her story is just a testimony to what diligence and determination and just drive and loving the products and not willing to take anything but making it to the top will get you. And you guys have such an amazing team. Pink Power team is just jamming. And I'm so excited to see you guys growing, and it's phenomenal. I just get goosebumps. Really, I love it. So I'm happy to be doing this Zoom for you guys tonight. I just wanted to share a few things from my heart to you. And really, I'm kind of known for talking so much about belief. And that's because belief is foundational. You have to have belief in the products, belief in the company, and belief in yourself to be able to be successful with Plexus. And really, once a person has belief, their business just takes off. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
I mean, there is nothing that can hold you back once you have belief. And so I just want to tell you, this is not your normal network marketing company. Plexus is different. Plexus is unique. I used to kind of not really get the term opportunity of a lifetime, but now I totally do. And that's because I know there's so many people that would just completely agree that this is the opportunity of a lifetime. So a lot of people will say, I've done network marketing before, or I'm kind of considering this company or that company. Really, guys, Plexus is it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, because if you can take a 40-something-year-old housewife that has been just a homeschooling mom for 25 years and have me be able to achieve for my family what I've been able to achieve, and how old were you when you started?
23.
23-year-old new mom, and just for her to be able to achieve what she has with both diamonds. And so I just want you to know that this is totally doable for you. But in order for your Plexus business to work, you really do need to work your business. And so the IPA is where it's at. So really, the minimum IPA, which is 2 contacts, 1 follow-up, and Friday just being all follow-ups, if you can just remember that and consistently do that, you will go very far in this business. And so the other thing I want to tell you is sometimes, especially I know a lot of you guys are young moms, and Amber's going to talk about that some, but sometimes it's a sacrifice. And I want you to think about what you're trying to achieve. You're trying to make a 6-figure income in a year or less. And so when you think about that, and this opportunity is very timely. So many places nobody has heard of Plexus, or they haven't heard about it from you. And you're the person that they are going to listen to. And so you have to jam and you have to work. And so be willing to make the sacrifices, because what we have in our life right now is just, I don't even think it even registers in our brain. Sometimes, but I mean, sometimes you just have to stop and think. And I love the message I got from your leader, from Fallon, last month. It was hilarious because she said, "Oh my goodness, I cannot believe this check. I feel like I just did something illegal." And so when you consider that, and then you consider all the amazing testimonies, really, it is worth working this business like a business. And so the last thing I want to leave you with, and then I'm going to turn it over to Amber, is the importance of follow-up. Follow-up is everything. When I see a person and they tell me no, I tell you, it just goes in one ear and out the other. And that's because everyone will end up buying and joining. And that is because of the value of what we have. What we have is real, you guys. The products work. You read those testimonies, those are real testimonies. You read the financial testimonies, those are real testimonies. And so if you just continue to follow up, layer those exposures, everybody is going to buy and join. So
I love, Mom said one time, she's like, I think the only difference between seasoned ambassadors and newbies is that the belief and the confidence. And she's like, when someone tells me no, I know two things. One, I'm right. And two, they'll come back when they realize I'm right.
Yeah.
And I had someone, when I hit my 2-year mark, I hit Emerald, and I had someone that week that had told me no 2 years ago and stopped me in my journey, join my team because they knew the products worked and now they were ready and wanted them. So when someone tells you no, just kind of brush it off, be like, okay, we'll see you when you come back. Don't say that, but think that type of thoughts because it's true. We've seen it over and over again.
Yeah, and I just want to encourage you, like even today, Amber and I went out. We had a girls' day. We went shopping, and there's a girl that works at the store, and I know she's going to end up joining the company because she really should. She's young, she's super friendly, and she's interested in the products, and she's interested in the business. And so what I know is I'm just in a process with her of continuing to give her the information. So I see her in my mind's eye as already having joined. So any information that she gives me back in terms of feedback where she's asking questions, things like that, I never take that as a no. But I still get shocked. Like one of the people that, like Amber said, in the beginning, she wouldn't have shut me down, but it was a friend that I was sure would join my business and at least try the products because she was always coming to me for health advice. So maybe you guys can relate to this. I'm just giving you a few examples. And we presented her with the business and the products, her and her husband, and they actually turned us down in a way that was kind of like saying network marketing is scummy. So thanks, but no thanks. And because they don't live close, we just kind of moved on and went on to somebody else. But she's still our friend. We still talk to her. She's not on Facebook, so she doesn't get to see a lot of my successes. But every time I've talked to her, I've mentioned Plexus. I've mentioned I'm going to be in your state doing a Plexus event. And so I just got another shock. And that is, my husband came in and he said, this particular girl, she said, have Lori give me a call because I just got your guys' Christmas presents and she is aging backwards. So whatever that Plexus stuff is, I need it. And so, so I'm really excited because I know once she tries the product, she's going to join our business.
But it's been, 3 years?
It's been almost 3 years. So I'm telling you, I just keep getting amazed. And so everyone will buy and join.
Yeah. So what Mom was saying with follow-up is and belief. The two really go together because you have to have belief to continue to follow up. And it's almost like a court with somebody because it's a relationship business. So like the lady girl at the store, we don't know her from our past. That's someone that we really have to build a relationship with of trust and communication. And the more she sees us and the more her comfort level goes up, and eventually she'll join. So to keep that in your thought process, all right, I just made my first contact. She didn't say yes right away. Totally fine. I'm glad I made that first contact now instead of a month from now. That kind of thing. Do it now.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to talk about how to prep and plan for 2016. I love New Year's. I love New Year's Eve because it just feels kind of like a fresh start and being able to identify goals and where you want to go and what you want to do. So I'm going to kind of talk about my tips on how to get there and do that. So I think it's a good idea, and I've read a lot on this, and this is my favorite, is to look back and then look forward. So first looking back over 2015, and I really want you guys to sit down and do this, give yourself some time to do this, and identify where you excelled, where you are proud of yourself, where you grew. At the beginning of this year, I was literally throwing up. I was so terrified to do events. And now I love them. We bought a motorhome so we could travel and do events. So I'm proud of myself for that growth. So maybe you grew in the products. Maybe you know products like the back of your hand, and you know every testimony in the book. Acknowledge where you've grown, what you've done, and how proud of yourself. And even if you didn't hit your goals that you wanted to by the end of this year, the steps that you did take to get there. Write those down so you can list them and see them, and give yourself a pat on the back for those. Mm-hmm. After that, we're going to also look back over 2015 and see maybe the places that we didn't do as well as we had hoped for. And don't beat yourself up about this. This is really an exercise to make a good 2016, so it's necessary. Great achievement starts with clarity and awareness of maybe where we need to grow in so that we can make a great plan. So maybe you didn't stay consistent. Maybe you did not do your IPA every single day in a row consistently. Maybe you're not great at follow-up and you know it because it scares you. Identify those issues and where you need to grow. And then the third in this is choose and look at the intentions, the thoughts that you want to take into 2016 and the ones you want to discard. So maybe, for example, you've been frustrated. You've been frustrated that you don't have enough time to work your business because you're a stay-at-home mom with 2 toddlers, or you're a homeschool mom with 2 preteens. Let go of that frustration and choose to, with intention, meaning affirmations, really working on your thoughts, choose to be so excited that you have this amazing opportunity that you get to work an hour a day or whatever it is to make an amazing 2016. Choose to be grateful for where you are right now and that you're in this company right now. So really choose your thoughts with intention and look back at what you don't want to carry with you. What baggage? Maybe there was someone negative that's holding you back. You know what? I'm going to choose with intention to let go of that negativity and embrace positivity in 2016. That's my word. That's what I'm doing. So change your outlook. And with these 3 things, make your plan for 2016. Make your Plexus Power Plan is what I call it. It's going to look different for everybody. So let's say you are working part-time hours and you only have half an hour or an hour every single day. Half an hour in the morning, half an hour at night after the kids go to bed, whatever it is. Make your plan for you, unique for you, because it's not going to be the same as mine. It's not going to be the same as hers. Make sure first is IPA on it. So when you sit down to work, there's this, we all want to okay, I'm on Facebook because that's where I work. Now let me scroll. Oh, shoot, cute baby pic. Oh, we do it all the time, right? But when you sit down to work with intention, you're working. So you're opening up Facebook. If you have the app on your phone, that's almost better, so that you can just open up your message app. You can have your list of names. Okay, I'm messaging this person and this person is my contacts, my 2 contacts for the day. Message them first. Okay, my follow-up that I had planned, this person and this person, I'm following up. I'm layering exposure. Okay, now I can open up my Facebook app. Now I can make my post for the day. Now I do my 15 minutes of personal affirmations and personal growth. So really stick to your personal power plan. I would really advise you to go over with your upline if you want help, like the power plan that you created for yourself. Maybe say, is this enough? Is this going to get me to my goals? Do you think this is accurate? And can you hold me accountable? Right now I have a couple people who on the weekends I check in with them because they've asked me to hold me accountable because they have issues with consistency. So ask me, did I do what I said I was going to do? And be accountable for that. So to end that, I want to say with the excuses, the things I was talking about, and Mom was saying with being a busy mom, there's a quote that I love. Success in life comes from not holding a good hand, but playing a poor hand well. Now, obviously, being a stay-at-home mom with little kids or having lots of children, that's not a poor hand. But if you're looking at being a successful entrepreneur with a 6-figure income, it might not look like the best position to try to do that in. But we have, like Mom said, an amazing opportunity, and we have discipline. That's one thing that I really felt like I lacked in the beginning. I thought I wasn't going to make it because honestly, I was kind of lazy and that I didn't like having to force myself to do something. I never had a job before, that kind of thing. But I had to be my own boss. I had to be my own boss when looking at what I was doing. Would I rehire myself again based on my activity last month if I was the boss? Probably not most of the time. So I really thought I was going to fail. But I had to choose to not let that lack of discipline define me, to not let the fact that I think I'm busy define me. I do have that time. You do have that time. I guarantee you there are people busier than you that are successful. It's just your choice. And I'm just as a little bit of tough love. I'm not trying to be hard on you, but it really just comes to being a choice. Don't let any fear, any situation, any circumstances determine your destination. You determine your destination. You make what you have work because you can. You 100% can. Because really, when it comes down to that IPA we're talking about, that can take 30 minutes. And, a lot of times we can hide for 15 minutes in 2 different increments in the bathroom, if we have to with our phones working. You can do it. And I know you guys can. I think that's the message that I had tonight. Do you want to add anything?
Yeah, the only thing I want to add is 2 things. The first thing is your why. That goes along with belief. And my why in the beginning was more of a why not. I would be crazy not to do this. And that's because I understood the opportunity. As I've progressed in the business, my why has become different. And it's not even really so much a why about me, because, when you're as blessed as we are, it becomes everybody else's why. The people that you sponsor, it's their why. You want to see them succeed, and you get so much out of it. So your why needs to be worth it. That's the one thing that I wanted to add. The other thing that I wanted to add is, in addition to the things that Amber's talked about, with your new year, I want to tell you guys a little, hopefully not crazy, freaky sounding thing that I do. But I think it really helps. And that is along the lines of visualization, seeing yourself successful, seeing you having already achieved your goals. And so what I actually do is I write it down as though it's happening. And I'm starting to do this in other areas, not just my business. But I kind of write out in present tense in a little notebook what my life is like, the way that I want it to be. The things that I wish I was doing. Like Amber talked about being more disciplined. So if one of the things you say is, I'm not as disciplined as I should be, well then write it out. I woke up this morning at 6 o'clock. I did my IPA, contacted this many people. It felt amazing. Write that down present tense as though it's happening. And you will be amazed if you write that down along with your why, and that you actually read those things. And you will be amazed at how much that changes your life. The other 2 things I want to say is you look at your amazing leader, Fallon, and some of the things that I hear and see coming out of her, I am just like, that was not her, okay? And so really
you evolve.
You change. And then just listening to Amber, guys, this is the same girl that cried to my husband and I in the car and told us that she couldn't do this business. This business works for everybody else but not her. And
Mom said, I'm going to wash your mouth out with soap if you say that one more time.
Yeah.
Because that was like one of her mom lines, right? Like that and over my dead body.
Yeah. But so when you see these things and you hear these things, just know that your future is going to be so much different if you choose to listen and adhere to these things. And we are all, you listen to anybody in our position, we're all going to tell you the same thing. And that's because this is right and this is true. And if you want to bless your family and you want to take advantage and be diligent with what you've been given, because if you paid your $34.95 or your $22.95 because you got a sale to join this business, you have everything that we all had to succeed. And this is not for special people. This is for you. And so, so I just want to end that with that. So thank you so much, Fallon, for having us on.
Thank you guys both so much. I just loved everything you had to say. And it seems like we say the same things different ways, but it's all, I mean, belief is so huge. Following up is huge. You're going to follow up with someone if you believe. I know Tiffany and Cody, I kept following up with them, and I kept making sure Tiffany got the results she needed because I believed that she would. So I think that's foundational, and just the affirmations, that is so huge. And everyone knows my story on this team. Y'all know how I went from, I call it failure to success, basically overnight when I changed my thinking. So it's huge. And like Lori said, we all pay the same $34.95. We all have the same products. And I would sit there watching everyone rank up. And I know Kristen Abart joined like the same month I did. And I'm like, what the heck? She's diamond and I am not even gold yet. And it was just me. It was my belief in everything. So focusing on ourselves is what's going to get us the results we want. And yes, Cody had some things she's going to say, and she's going to close with me here. But thank you guys both so much. I really appreciate everything you had to say, and I know it's going to inspire a lot of people.
Thank you.
Aren't they fantastic, you guys? I love hearing Amber and Lori. And I loved, Lori, how you said that you were in a process with the girl at the store. It's so important to remember to not get discouraged when someone doesn't join you right away. That's rare. It doesn't happen very often. Someone jumps right on board with you. So following up and yeah, I like calling it a process. Amber mentioned goal setting, and what a better time to set new goals than the new year. It's important to have a big goal. What do you want to achieve in 2016, but also to have small goals too, because the small goals will build your confidence and make the big goals less scary. So thank you guys so much. We were all so excited to have you on. I've got a baby eating the Christmas tree.
Okay. Keeping it real, right? Okay.
Yes. Thank you guys. This will be recorded, so we'll put it in the page.
Thank
Everyone
you.
have a good night. Bye.
Bye.